What's up guys, the Penthez here and welcome back to another 194 foot draft challenge. Today guys, I'm in a bit of a different setting. I've tried to get a home office of some degree set up. If I can record from this, that would be absolutely amazing. So first of all, thank you guys for being here. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And if you're just here in general, let's go with that. Let's hit a like on the video. So if today's audio settings, I haven't ever seen that messy. If today's audio settings aren't absolutely bang on and the video picture isn't bang on, then apologies. We're working through to try and figure this one out. With that being said, contrary to the comments, I do read them and I do pay attention. One of the all right, this is good. One of the most common comments recently has been the fact that I don't care because I'm like skipping through drafts and not picking players and not sorting chemistry out at the end and stuff. And it's actually quite the contrary. It's not that I don't care, it's that I do care. So let me kind of explain my way of thinking. When we get a draft, and there's just no chance it's going to be a 94 rated draft, let alone the 100 chemistry within that draft, yeah, I absolutely lose interest. And so I'm like, look, this can't be a 194. Let me just get through these picks. Let's move on to the next one to try and get a 194. So it's not that I don't care or anything like that, but I appreciate the feedback. I'm here to make the content that you guys want to see, of course. And so if kind of like going into top detail on every single draft, that De Jong would be very good over Gundogan, but I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. Yeah, if what you guys want to see is just every draft, no matter how big or small, given every all the potential, then that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to take Barkley here as well for that link to Gundogan. On top of that, the drafts with gameplay in that have been the 9 PM drafts, we'll take Tielemans there. I'm now starting to wish that I took that Pjanic card. Yeah, the drafts that we take where we've got, and so I think the mic, I kind of need the mic here more than anything, don't I? But I can't really be like here when I record. The drafts that we've got when we've got gameplay in them, they were doing really well during the Footies Draft Days content. Give me that, yes. They were doing very well. Since the Footies Draft Days content has stopped and we're going to the Winning Ways content now, go on. What do we want here? PK? Yeah, we'll take PK. The views not only have like started to slow right down, but people are only watching in general the drafting phase and nothing else. And so what that kind of tells me is that the interest in the gameplay drafts was for the Footies Draft Days content, and obviously the Winning Ways is a bit less creative, a bit less interesting, isn't it? So I completely understand. This is a really good setup. We just need like Vinicius Jr. here and we're golden. Basically just means that you guys don't really want to see the gameplay drafts anymore based on the the kind of viewership content that we've got there. Do we go Edison just for that? I think we do. So what we're going to start doing now is today you would have seen a 194 attempt last night at 9 PM, or maybe I'll just scrap that as well so that I can get this out here. Yeah, so you'll see this today at 9 PM. What do we want here? We don't have a La Liga goalkeeper again, so let's take Handanovic. Yeah, you'll see a 194 attempt here today, 9 PM will be this one. Then from tomorrow at 9 AM, what we'll have is the 9 PM drafts will be the 194 attempts, and the 9 AM drafts will be different draft challenge attempts. So like best possible Premier League team, or best possible Brazilian squad, or best possible this squad, or best possible that squad, etc, etc, etc. And so let me know in the comments down below what you want to see as the first draft challenge. I'm going to take Bamba here, I think. I know Pogba gets some chemistry. He gives us a little bit, but he's not high enough rated. This whole draft isn't really high enough rated, but I wanna take the rating. I want to give myself that opportunity. Hey, and there you go. Kante coming in, right? Right. Kante, I mean, first of all, going in there gives Chem. That's 85. That's 83. That's 86. That's a dub, that is. Other than getting Diego Carlos out of the team and maybe getting Messi some chemistry, we're in a really good spot here. Tielemans at striker gives us 1 extra chem point. Oh, I wonder if... Now, we'll take Mohamed Salah. But I wonder if Tielemans at right mid, we lose 1 chem. What about Salah at right mid? We gain 3 chem there now. And so now I wonder if him there, that gains us 1 more chem. And it really is Diego Carlos that's the problem here. This has got potential, though. Big icon striker here now. Ooh, Ferran Torres. Yeah, very nice. I know Yaziki kind of like offered a little bit more up there in terms of chemistry. Oh, what about if we put Tielemans there? Yes. Alright, that's alright. Ferran Torres is the only player wildly off chem. We're 90 rated. Again, still a Premier League striker. Now I've got to take this De Jong card, haven't I? I won't be able to get... Oh, I will be able to get Cancelo on full chem with Stones. Could take Trent, but we don't need that. I've got to take De Jong. De Jong's going to go in here. Hazard's going to come back up here. Messi is going to go back in here. That's 91 chemistry. And then Stones is going to swap around there. That's 94 chemistry. If we put Gundogan in here instead of Kante, Ferran Torres up here instead of Bamba, and Kante back in... Oh, that didn't work out. That's too bad. Alright, so I think Kante and Bamba is still the move. 94 chemistry. That's alright. That is alright. But we are still... We're just that 1 player away, man. We're just like literally a Vinicius Junior away. What do we got here? Kai Havertz could be okay, but not really. We're going to go for Boo. We don't need him, but he can go on the bench for rating over PK. Sorry, over Diego Carlos there. We're at 91 rated right here. Next up, for chemistry, I'm going to take Ansu Fati. It gets up to 98 there. Then we can go back to Gundogan there. And then we can put Bamba on the bench there. Now, it's dropped the rating massively, as to be expected. We'll take David Silva. Does he get on the bench? He does over Mkhitaryan. So that's a 91 rated. Go on, big icon. Oh, look at that. And there he is. Vinicius Junior. He comes in. Now we need to go back to Kante, right? Yes, there we go. How about that? I mean, it's a 192 only. But the fact that we've got John Stones in there, and Ross Barkley in there, and Yuri Tielemans in there, all super low rated, and De Jong super low rated in there, that is actually a massive draft. And so there you go, guys. Draft number 1 done. Doesn't matter on the manager for this one. I will see you guys in attempt number 2. Alright, guys. Here we are into draft number 2. And we're going to pick the 4-3-1-2. And that is a big start as a centre mid as well. Acuna Matata in there at that right centre mid spot. If we could get another one of the big centre mids, we could be in for another great draft here. Now, Kane's got a 98. And he's only 90 rated, so I am tempted to take Cavani. But at the same time, a 90 rated might just be necessary, you know. So we'll take that Harry Kane right there and move into the second striker spot. And I'm glad I did, because these strikers weren't so good. So Anthony Martial can come in, and we kind of need the 98 Pele here to really help make this work. And we didn't get it. We've got the Real Madrid version of Odegaard, who is now confirmed to Arsenal, and of course he actually works in this team right here, because he will soft link to the Acuna card right there, and so will Marcos Llorente, who is also the highest rated and very good as a Spaniard to link. Next up, Fede Valverde. You don't see him very much, do you? And we could pop him there, gives Odegaard another strong link. Now's where we need that 97 Jordi Alba back, really. We didn't got it, but we got Jose Gaya instead. who also offers that same kind of link. Now we've got some choices. Do we go with Big Chiellini? Not his best version, doesn't link to anybody. Do we go with Laporte? It doesn't link to anybody, but is way easier to link in general. Blind and Berzer, I don't really care about. Kimpembe, again, good, very easy to link. And if we get that Paredes card at right back, we'll give Acuna the better chem, and we'll get full chem because of Kimpembe. But if we get Llorente at right back, or like Trent or something like that, I'm just going to take Chiellini. We're going to go with the rating. Let's see what we get at that right back spot. Okay, so we didn't get anything good there. We didn't actually get anything linkable there at all. So we will go with the rating of Kleiber. Maldini here would be perfect. It's not Maldini. I don't know how that's a pink choice. I mean, Bonucci would be ideal for chemistry, especially if we can get like Donnarumma in goal or something. But, of course, PK is just too good to turn down for chemistry. We get a little +3 there. And then in goal, yeah, Jan or Black as well. I mean, could have taken Ter Stegen for a bit more chem. It would have only been 3 points. But what we can do is just put any La Liga player into that centre-back spot, and it will give us lots of chemistry. It will give us 6 chem points minimum. Next goalkeeper up, 94 Jan Sommer. This has got some potential. We do need a really big bench and reserves, but it's got some potential, and it's moving. Eder Militao comes on in there, gives us a massive boost in chemistry. What about now if we swap those two around, and those two around? That doesn't quite help out as much as I thought, but it does give us some extra chemistry. And then we've got Sommer and Chiellini on the bench. If we could just get rid of Kleiber and PK and Martial and Ødegaard, we could be in for a great draft here. João Cancelo doesn't link. Marcao does. As a Brazilian, we put him at right back. He's going to give us no extra chemistry at all, actually. If we put Valverde at right back, right mid, right centre mid, there's Digne in there as well. I'm going to take Marcao anyway, just because he's the highest rated of what's there. And then next up, Marco Reus can come on in, but doesn't link to anybody. If we switch these two around and these two around, that's 92. Doesn't look like we can get more than 92, unfortunately. Next up, nothing good doing there. We'll take Berge, and we're going to need something off the bench here. I mean, Gomez gives us a bit more chem, right? No, but it doesn't. It takes off a little bit of chem, but definitely gives the potential. If we now switch those two around and switch those two around, that's 95 chem, so it does give a little bit more chemistry. 89 rated only, but we've still got a couple of super low rated cards in there. Oh, 92 Benzema. That is very nice. Well, I suppose we're going to have to take out Harry Kane. So it's a 189 right now, guys. But we have got 2 super low rated cards on the starting lineup. And we can take one of them off with Luis Suarez right there. That is very nice indeed. And that takes up to a 190. We're going to need 4 monster players. Well, there's one. Rafael Varane in for Gerard Piqué. Piqué in for Kleiber. Still at 100 chemistry. Not a 191 yet. That's quite surprising. That was a massive upgrade. Next up, 92 Neymar for the bench. He goes in over Gomez. Now it's a 191. We could get a 193 out of this really easily. Oh my god, 95 Dries Mertens. We can't link him to anyone, unfortunately. We could just replace him with Anthony Martial. Still only a 191. That's, again, really surprising. And then last but not least for this draft, 95 Memphis Depay. Now, can we link him to anyone? No, we can't. He goes on there instead of Marcao. It is a 192. It is let down mostly by PK and Gaia. you know, and Erdegaard. If those three there were kind of like 90 rated or so cards, we'd be at a 193, potentially up towards that 194. But that is a very good draft, and I'll see you guys in the third and final attempt. Alright guys, here we go into this final attempt. Let's go with the 3-4-1-2 for this one. Hopefully we can carry on getting those big centre-backs. Oh, what a start there. 99 Neymar is exactly what you need. Drogba was a good choice as well. Obviously the icons are always nice for chemistry. What are we going to get here? Oh man, 95 Havertz. You do not see him very often. Can we get a big icon here? Even if it's Pim Zidane. Oh, we don't need an icon. 96 Bruno Fernandes. Come on, give me another big player here. Give me that like 98 Kane or something. Kylian Mbappe might have to be the guy that we pick. I know it's not his best version. Bobby Firmino is actually probably a better choice. I know he's... this is where it's tricky, right? Because Firmino obviously links to Fernandes, Havertz and Neymar, giving him soft chem, getting full chem on Firmino. Mbappe is only 2 ratings higher, but strong links Neymar, giving them both a better opportunity. But I think we're going to have to go for the lower rated man here, and just hope that it works out towards the back end. Bernardo Silva 89 is very good as well, because strong links Bruno Fernandes, allowing him full chem no matter who we pick here now, which will be Leon Goretzka as well. And then in at right mid, there's not too many like super high rated right mids, is there? But we've got them. Jadon Sancho there. Soft links Goretzka, which is quite nice. Perisic doesn't work. Lucas obviously does work, but too low rated. I mean, we could look at Golovin and Perisic, because they're both 90 rated. We could look at Mbaba, because even though he's the lowest of the big four there, super easy to link. But I think it's going to have to be Jadon Sancho. Generally super easy to link as well. And this is a very nice start. Let's take this left centre back. Come on, give me a big PSG card. No such luck. Piszczek is good for it. Zuma is good for it as well in that midfield. Or the middle of the centre back, should I say. Jimenez doesn't link to anybody. I've got to go with Piszczek. We've got to go and get that chemistry on Sancho. And what do we get as the next centre back? So I think me could be quite a good choice. Jonathan Tah could be quite a good choice. I mean, they're all respectively poor choices because they're all so low rated. Come on, give me Maldini now. No, but Chris Smalling is there. Now, being English, he actually helps loads. Marquinhos also helps loads. Laporte is also very, very good. I think if we choose Smalling and Sancho will get 7 chem no matter what, even if I take out Goretzka, which we most likely will for another Premier League midfielder. Which will be good, because then we can get Piszczek out for a different Premier League centre-back. If we choose Marquinhos, Neymar gets full chem, Marquinhos gets full chem, just job done. Chiellini and Bonucci have got no chance, and if we choose Laporte, Bernardo Silva gets full chem, which is great. We've still got a great opportunity for that Premier League midfielder, but he's not as high rated as Smalling. So I'm going to go with Smalling. I'm going to take him, and I think the aim here is to make sure we get... Okay, that's good. Ederson's good there. Handanovic works a little bit as well, but Ederson's going to be the guy that we take. The aim is going to be getting rid of Piszczek and just leaving Smalling and we'll take Handanovic this time. Smalling and Sancho on soft chem, getting rid of Goretzka for a Premier League midfielder. Longley doesn't link to anyone. Bruno Perez does, but we'll take Lopez for that rating as well. Let's see what we get here. So this isn't ideal. Bustinza doesn't work. I mean, Gilbert just doesn't work either. He's low rated and the same chemistry. Chancellor is very interesting, isn't he? Chancellor at left mid, Lopez at left centre back. Chancellor won't get full chem, neither will Lopez, but it'll be a generally better setup of chemistry on the team. Or we could take Marcus Rashford and put him at left mid, which would be very good for chemistry, just getting Neymar off of there and popping him on the bench. Or we could take Kante and put him in at centre mid. And he would need a strong link, which he would get off of Gilbert. But he's not as high rated as Chancellor. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it. Again, if it fails, it fails. I think this one's worth the risk. We're up to 77 chemistry, 90 rated. We've still got a whole bunch more picks to go. There's Rashford again, and there's Sochek as well, who would be great for chemistry in general. It would give us, I think, 6 chem points by putting Sochek in. Marcus Rashford might be worth taking just to have that opportunity of going for the Premier League setup. So I think we're going to do that. He's the highest rated as well. So obviously we was at 77 chem there with Neymar, or without Neymar with Chancellor. If we put Gilbert in there now, that gets us up to 86 chemistry and 90 rated, and we're basically just Goretzka away from like sorting this out. Let's take Morales there. Still got 6 picks to sort this out as well. Griezmann, Messi, Erkin, Mane. Now Mane could work, and Rashford could go in at right centre mid, and that actually would work. He's not as high rated as Messi, but for the overall team, again, for chemistry, we go from 86 to 87. And then up to 89 with me there. That's not bad. 90 rated now, 5 picks to go. We kind of need some big players here. Well, a 96 Paredes. It is a big player. We can't put him on the team, but he's big for the bench. Next up, Di Maria. Now we could put Paredes on, because we've got a 7-7 set up here, which is exactly what will happen if we put in Di Maria and Paredes. It's a 9-6 instead of a 7-7. It's better overall. Sancho can go on over Piszczek. We need... Do we have a strong link in there anywhere? We just don't. We just don't. I'm now thinking about the Argentinian setup again. That is a good setup though. Now Mbappe really would have been a little bit more helpful. That's not what we wanted. 2 picks to go. It's a 9-1. We got some chance. Clement Lenglet can come on. Doesn't even get onto the bench. And last but not least, Bayinda there. So again, this one. I mean, we had some potential here, but it just didn't quite work out. I think if we go back to Neymar, it's 85 chem. We just can't get more chemistry. 90 chem there. We just can't get more. So a Premier League manager would give us 4 more points. An Argentinian Premier League manager would give us 6 more points. Well, we've got a Premier League manager. So we get 95 chemistry on that one. 91 rated. Not the worst attempt. It was just a couple of players away from being perfect. But that's where we're at for today. So I'll be back with the next draft with a draft challenge. I think I might do like a highest rated Premier League draft to start things off, and then we'll move into some other challenges. But that is going to be the end of the video for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to like, rate, and comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.